already know why you are here right now.
Why?
Because we're going over the 31 Halloween movies that you need to watch this October.
I almost forgot.
How do you forget? I mean, there's typically an intro. We think ahead. We have a list. Like we think this stuff through, right?
Yeah, you know what? I guess you're right.
And you forgot.
I forgot.
Oh my lord!
I'm just kidding. I didn't forget. Of course, I'm pumped.
Woo! 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 That probably peaks the mics. I'm sorry for your ears.
Sorry, earphone listeners.
So with this is going to be 2 parts. So what you are watching right now is part 1. Now, if you are watching this, let's say before part 2, it makes sense. Now, if you're watching part 2 before this, you need to be here, and then it makes sense while I'm saying this now. Does that make sense?
If you're watching part 2 instead of watching this, we don't even know how because it's not even filmed yet. So chill out. Let's start the show.
Interesting. So we are going to start from day 1 of October. So October 1st. First movie that you need to pop in your player or boot up is Sinister.
Sinister?
Let's tell people why they need to watch Sinister, DK.
So, Sinister, first of all, just seen it for the first time not too long ago. It's a great movie. It has to do with a sinister ghost who likes to basically possess children. Without going too much into the plot, we don't want to go too much into the plot of this.
You're going to have to stop me because I might end up going into plots. That's something I will...
Yeah, we don't want to go too far into the plot. We just want to give you a little tidbit. First of all, you got Ethan Hawke.
I love Ethan Hawke.
You know, really downplayed actor, and I got it right. He wasn't David Arquette.
I wasn't going to throw it out.
I mean, this is a great day. Someone write this down. Ethan Hawke, main protagonist. Him and his family move into a new house, and soon after, things start going on. You know, the typical horror trope. You know, new house, new ghosts.
So now, can I stop you there?
Yeah, stop me here.
Let's speak of ghosts and homes. Because I think you really just teed me up perfectly for the second night of October. We have Poltergeist from 1982.
Oh, a classic.
All right.
A goodie, but a classic.
This thing truly is a classic. Now, they did a remake, what was that, 2000...
Like 16, 17?
2015.
2015.
2015, if I'm not mistaken. And while it did have some good parts, it definitely had some sore spots where I think the original really shines a little bit more.
Yeah, the original Poltergeist always have a special place in my heart. It was the first horror movie I ever watched.
The first?
Ever.
The first.
The first.
I wish we had confetti still. I'd pop them for you.
It was the first one. I watched it with my mother, actually. She introduced me to Poltergeist. And I really was creeped out of the whole thing. The whole bird in the box getting buried. That's kind of weird. The whole tree snatching up that kid. It's really weird. The clown. Super weird. But definitely watch it.
I was going to say the iconic scene of like the little girl, you know?
Which one? There's multiple.
Well, I mean the one of, you know, like...
They're here!
Yeah, I mean, it's classic. But
I mean, you could have did it too. We both could
have
I
don't want to do it.
It's alright.
But no, it's truly classic, and you're going to see that we're giving you a variety of films to watch here. So definitely check out this one. You can't miss it if you've never seen it.
Old and new to old and new. We're all over the place.
Back and forth.
But you ain't going to run out of any movies to watch this Spooky-tober.
Now, if you want something that has a lot of films, what would you say? A catalog, maybe?
A discography? Does that follow the same for movies? I know it's CDs, but...
It's filmography.
I wasn't sure. All right,
filmography, thank you.
Filmography, sorry.
The third night of October, we are going to Saw, okay? Now, Saw is what? From... Oh, boy. I'm trying to think when that came out.
Back in the day, it's probably like 2005 or 2006.
Man, is it
2004? It's old.
It's a really, really newer-ish, older film, if that makes sense. I don't remember exactly.
It doesn't, but I mean...
the main things on our list we differentiate with, like, since there has been sequels. Obviously, Saw does not have, reboots or anything like that, but there's a lot of them. Yet. I mean, they're coming out with spirals. It's like a prequel type of thing or whatever.
Is that the one with Chris Tucker?
Yes. No, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Anywho, Saw, I mean, not much to say because you've probably seen this one, I would have to imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Saw really paved the way for, like, newer horror movie genres to come in. First of all, Carrie Ellis.
That's the old guy.
With the blonde hair. Yeah. The Robin Hood Men in Tights actor played Robin from Loxley.
Was he?
Yeah, that's him.
I didn't even. I never. Recognized.
Also from. Oh Lord. Here we go.
I can't help you here. I didn't even know he's in Robin Hood.
Lost it.
Well,
you all know what movie I'm talking about.
Hold on.
With Andre the Giant. Oh no.
Oh,
everyone's gonna hate me.
The
Princess
and the Frog.
The Princess Bride. No.
No, that's Disney.
It was the Princess Bride.
At least I got us there. My lord. I got us there.
Frog.
I got us there. It was close enough.
Ooh.
But just a little backstory here. So Saw, there's not every film. Like, there's little tidbits in each film that kind of like go back to different pieces, so it's kind of hard. So definitely start here, of course. But there's two people. They wake up locked in this big, like almost like commercial-looking size bathroom. Does that make sense? Not
With
sure.
only one toilet. It's oversized bathroom.
Very oversized bathroom, and there is a person that literally looks like they put a gun to their head and pulled the trigger, laying in the middle of the floor, and they're both chained and stuck. From there, they got to figure out how to get out. Plain and simple.
Yep. If you haven't heard, or if you haven't watched this movie, I'm sure you've heard of it. It was the first movie to start off a great, what did you call it? Filmography.
I'll just say there's a lot of films. There's a lot of
Check
sequels.
it out.
A lot of
Start it.
sequels.
It's good. It's gory. It's gory.
It's
but
gory.
It's a good one.
Anyways, let's go to the 4th day of October.
Ooh. What happened on the 4th day of October that you're going to give to me?
Well, I don't know if it necessarily happened on the 4th day of October, but this is a film near and dear to our hearts.
Is it?
Oh, it definitely is.
Oh, it is.
Remember, it is The Crow.
Oh, The Crow.
Tell these people about The Crow if you've never seen it.
The Crow came out in, I want to say, the late 90s.
Definitely late 90s.
Not really a horror movie, more of a drama action movie. Deals with a man and his new bride getting murdered by a group of bandits.
Hoodlums,
yeah, not bandits.
Hoodlums.
You know, got the sticky bandits from Home Alone coming and killing them. And basically, bandits. He is brought back to life to seek revenge on his wife's murderers. It's a great movie. It's kind of like one of those cult classics that, like, the people that love this movie love this movie. You either love it or you've never seen it, because if you didn't see it,
yeah, I feel like
would love it.
I feel like there's not many people that really do hate this movie, and I don't know why you would per se.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it is what it is, you know. And they definitely want to make a remake of this. It's just not going to happen. You're never going to capture what this movie truly was. And like DK said, it's not a horror movie at heart. But we're going to kind of take you through some ups and downs. Mm-hmm. You know, we want to throw some comedies in there, so definitely stay tuned.
Really pulls at them heartstrings. Really does. They got really close to remaking it, too. Jason Momoa was set to do it. They had a script and everything.
I don't even like Jason Momoa.
And then they were like, let's stop it now. Let's keep it that way.
I agree.
But let's move on to the next one without sticking around too long.
On the 5th day of October. I'm ready to start doing a jingle.
Just start doing a jingle.
On the 5th day of October, DK gave to me.
I did?
A lady with a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, I like that.
Dead Silence.
Oh, Dead Silence. Oh, that was the movie.
That was a really good one.
Hey, was that directed by Sam Raimi?
No.
I thought it was.
Was it?
It is.
That was a good question. Is it?
It sure is.
That's trivia.
I'm like 95% sure.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. So Dead Silence, like, I feel like this one kind of came out of nowhere. When we were putting our list together, like, I looked at DK's and looked at mine. I'm like, there's something missing here. There's a ventriloquist dummy missing somewhere in this video.
I can't.
And it's here.
I forgot about that movie, honestly.
Do you remember much about it? Just going offhand.
A little bit. I remember the ending very well.
Okay.
Which I'm not going to talk about, but there's a twist.
There is a twist.
A big twist.
Okay. So if you're like kind of scared of like ventriloquists, like little dummy things, remember like Goosebumps, that little dummy?
Oh yeah,
looks
what was
just
his
like
name?
him. I don't know. You know how long since I've seen Goosebumps?
Frank.
I was thinking Frankenfurter, but that's something different.
It's not Frank.
It's not Frank. It's whatever.
Smiley. I think it's Smiley.
I don't know.
Chester.
Anyways. Like if you're kind of like uneasy by those, I think you should definitely check it out. There's a really, really good twist at the very end. It's just kind of a cool way that we'll say the killer in this movie kills you. Like it's just different, you know. Like you can't scream.
I love it.
Just the way
Just the way you said it was
it was so eloquent.
Wow.
It was so
The way
eloquent.
He kills you.
I don't. Whatever. I don't know.
I like it.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope. You hit it pretty good, but why don't you take us on to the next one?
All right.
Because this one was more yours. I like it.
But
this was definitely yours.
The fact that you said you like it and it's definitely mine makes me want to just stop the video and slap you around. Just like, what do you mean? I love this movie. You love this movie.
I do love this movie, but I didn't think about putting it on this list. Not because I disagree. I just forgot about it.
Okay. Number 6. Hold on. On the 6th day of Halloween or October.
Halloweener?
I gave to me demons that come at night. I don't know. I really lost on it. It's not as good as number 5.
I feel like you lost to Halloweener.
Number 6, we have Demon Night. Now, if you've seen this film, I know you're looking at me right now saying,
Looking
Shane,
in his eyes right here.
thank you so much for putting this on this list because, you know what, maybe I forgot about this movie. Now, if you haven't seen this, you are going to thank me. Like, in the comments, thank me. Like, I like that.
Just give him a shout out. Be like, yeah, Shane, thanks, man, for
Appreciate
mentioning
it.
Demon Night.
Thank you. So, Demon Night, it's a 90s film. It's from Tales from the Crypt, which they're bringing back. They're bringing back.
What?
You didn't know this?
I didn't.
It's on TNT. They're bringing it back. I don't know when, but
puns and all.
If they don't have the puns, why bring it back? You got to have really terrible
I agree.
jokes. But anyways, I mean, you had Billy Zane in this movie, which low-key, like, phenomenal actor, right?
Why
Do you
some
like Billy
people
Zane?
Billy Zane was in?
Oh boy, I like how you put me on the spot. Billy Zane, he was in that movie. Is that war movie? Thanks, man.
That war movie? I honestly couldn't even tell you. If you could have said, like, The Life of Pi right now, and I wouldn't even know.
Well, he's in Titanic, I'll tell you that.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's in Titanic, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Now, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, since you wanted to put me on the spot, you just carry on for Demon Night. Thank you, appreciate it.
So, Demon Night kind of has that little, like, campiness it came with 80s and 90s horror. Of course, Tales from the Crypt is known for its campiness. But it's definitely one of those, you got to watch it every year. Even if you're not, like, you don't set your standards, like, super high for a crazy plot. But it's a fun horror movie. Are you alright? What?
Alright, so I'm stopping them. Your standards don't have to be at the very top. Here's the top. Maybe higher. That's about as high as I can reach right now without hurting myself, probably. You're about here. I don't even know. Is that on camera? I'm bringing it down. Maybe. Alright, it's the standards. Here.
Your standards are way too high, man. It wasn't even on the camera.
About here. It might not have been on the camera, so we're going to put it here.
Just a little bit.
It is absolutely awesome. I almost wish they would remake it because these demons that you will see in this movie, they're pretty damn terrifying.
Are they?
Are you serious? Oh my god. Let us know in the comments. Other than saying thank you for reminding me or having you watch this, tell DK he's absolutely ridiculous for questioning me on this. Seriously, go and watch it. You let me know what you think. If it sucks, I'm sorry. I'll apologize to you. But you're not going to say it. Trust me.
You'll like it. It's a good one.
I won't even give you any more. Just go watch it.
Man, just go on with the next one.
Okay. Another one that I love. I seen this, 2, maybe 3 years ago when it came out. We have Strangers Pray at Night. Now, this is a sequel to the original Strangers. You'd probably recognize the guy, and you're going to see the photo here when we throw it on. Or if we
probably going to be like right here.
We're not doing that again. He has like a bag over his head, kind of like pretty much emotionless.
Creepy.
Where this movie isn't like heart-pounding terror, it like the style of it, I really love. It has like the mom, dad, brother, sister. They're not necessarily like getting along. They're kind of like not a tight family. You know what I mean? There's some tension, and from there, like these people just kind of come out of nowhere. These strangers, what a surprise! And from there, things just kind of go crazy.
Well,
that's
what I'll say is the scariest part about all of it is how real and how possible it could be.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a crazy paranormal horror movie. It's not like it's not a slasher when you think slasher, like Jason and Michael and Freddy. But it's like it could be very real. It could happen like anywhere in the world right now. Like that's what makes it terrifying.
It's kind of scary to think about. Like,
it is
you know
scary
what I
to
mean?
think about.
But no, you're definitely right, and that's kind of where I wanted to throw something like this on the list that we really enjoy. Of like, it's a real possibility. You know, you don't have that paranormal stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely check that one out. Now let's go to the 8th that we have on this list. And there is no way, let me tell you, there is no way that we're going to do a Halloween video without
Hold
having
on.
this. What?
Where's the jingle? What night are we on? 8?
No, we're actually 8. We're on 8.
I said 8.
Okay, you're right.
On the 8th day of Halloween, Halloweener, Shane gave to me.
What do you got?
A spooky phone call, and I don't know who it is. I don't know. That was the best thing I got. It's Scream.
Oh my god, that was the worst.
I
thought mine was like, well, all right, how about this? Let's start over. We're gonna roll this back.
Roll it back.
On the 8th day of Halloween, DK gave to me a creepy guy with a voice acting thing, ready to kill Drew Barrymore.
That was a lot better. I'm glad. Anyways,
Scream.
So you can't have a Halloween list without Scream.
It's so good. One of my favorites.
Classic.
And I mean, this was coming out of like an age where like slashers were kind of dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the 90s, like
mid 90s,
like mid to late 90s.
Michael Myers was like hanging on by a thread. Jason has been to New York, to
I was about to say,
to everywhere. Freddy was
everyone wanted to go to the hood.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of,
like the Leprechaun. He's like, I'm going to the hood.
Yeah.
Jason's like, I'm going to Brooklyn, bitch.
Yeah.
I gotta edit that one. Just imagine if he said it. But I mean, Freddy's dead at this point, I think.
Freddy was about to get remade for the first time. New Nightmare would have came out in like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, anyways.
That's where we're at right now.
Where slashers are dead, Ghostface comes in and revitalizes the whole slasher and horror genre. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they played like the little jokes on like what horror movies, like the tropes, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's where Scream really shines in my book.
Ghostface basically was like, hey, yo, I'm going to bring it back, y'all.
Hey, yo.
And then that's what happened. Ghostface made his appearance. Now, of course, in Scream 1, we find out who Ghostface is. And, you know, of course, there were other Scream movies that come out.
You know there's going to be one person, if not many more people, I'm not sure, that have never seen this movie.
Yeah.
So don't even...
Well, yeah, I'm not going to ruin it, but...
Just don't.
But what I'm saying is a couple years after the first Scream movie came out, you started getting more
backstory
horror movies taken seriously. Backstory.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else. My bad.
Halloween H2O was pretty decent. You know, for all the Halloween.
Pretty decent.
Compared to the other Halloween movies that was coming out around that time. Freddy vs. Jason came out a couple years after that. It kind of revitalized the horror movie scene. Freddy vs. Jason was good for its time.
It was.
At least I didn't say Jason X.
It was.
We don't even talk about Jason X.
You love that movie for one.
Didn't.
2, we watched Freddy vs. Jason. I'll tell you flat out right now, it's not on the list.
It was the soundtrack. Freddy vs. Jason isn't on the list.
It's definitely not on the list. We watched it last year.
It doesn't hold up. It does not hold up. But anyways,
something that holds up, at least in my book, and probably yours too. On the 9th day of Halloween, I probably gave this to myself. A man with a lot of stuff made of wax on a shelf.
That worked somehow.
It's the House of Wax.
It is the House of Wax.
I love it. Yeah, Paris Hilton in it.
You did.
Yeah, that one guy that was in that one football movie. You know what I'm talking about, her boyfriend.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Do you though?
I do.
If you know his name, I'll give you $1.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about, and you should know
there?
I don't know his name because that is
Who
my
else
weak
is in
point.
there? I don't know. It doesn't matter though.
I think Paris Hilton was the biggest name in that movie, honestly.
And spoiler alert, she dies.
But it was really good.
It's really good.
It was.
I love it.
It's one of those horror movies that you really didn't think was going to be good. Kind of looked like the horror movie you'd see at like Hollywood Video or Blockbuster and like the cheap 99-cent rent been like, you're just like, I ain't gonna
you
do
know
it.
there might be somebody also again that is watching this and
That's
is like,
never
what
seen
is
that.
Hollywood Video
Yeah.
for 1, 2, Blockbuster? I've heard of it. What the heck is that?
Yeah.
Come on, DK.
I'm sorry.
We gotta speak to some of these younger people.
But House of Wax is creepy. It's creepy.
Some of the ways that you get, we'll say, hurt in this film, ooh, they're very cringeworthy. There's
every death or injury in this movie.
There's 2 in particular that like come to my mind.
I know what you're talking about.
And yeah, and we're not going to spoil it. I want you to watch it and enjoy that. But House of Wax, like, you might have forgotten this movie if you've seen it. Like, go back, revisit it. It really still holds up, which is kind of surprising.
Will make you rethink of ever sticking your fingers through a floor grate, ever. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's move on to the next one.
I don't know any time that I'll ever do that. Okay.
Because you've seen the movie.
On the 10th day of Halloween, DK gave to me a guy strapped to a chair watching TV. It's Get Out. I'm actually enjoying how terrible I am at these, but also like kind of decent.
So, Get Out. Moving a little more towards the newer horror movies. New Age.
I like it.
What can be said about Get Out? I'm stealing one from your book. That hasn't been said before. Nothing, because we haven't talked about it. But
that's very true. Very true.
This was a different kind of horror movie that hasn't come along in a long time.
Have we talked
I'm
about
speechless about it because I like love the movie, but I don't even know how to describe it because it's just so.
And how do you give like information about the plot of the movie without like maybe giving too much? All I would say is like this is a very hard psychological like thriller type of horror movie. Like you're not going to see anything that's like truly terrifying. You're not going to see anything that's like
a lot of gore. You're not going to see.
You're not going to get that.
No paranormal.
And I really wanted to look up before we started filming the main character, his name, the actor's name, because I think like I really would. We're gonna put it in here in the video just to name drop him. He's like a really, really, really good actor. He does an awesome job. And
first time I ever seen him was in Black Mirror.
Yeah,
like he made his at least that I know of. I'm sorry if there's somewhere where he made his debut that I might have missed. I seen him in I think the first season, one of the first couple episodes of Black Mirror. In the episode, I don't remember the name at the time, is still to this day one of my favorite episodes of Black Mirror because of him, because of how good he acted in it.
Yeah, he's really good. But this is Jordan Peele's first, first attempt at making like a horror movie
and knocked it out of the directing park.
And absolutely crushed it. Now he's went on to direct Us. I think did he do Ma too?
I think he did Ma. I didn't see Ma yet.
Those two came out like real close to each other. But anyways, definitely check out Get Out because of the psychological thriller aspect. Something a little bit different from the other ones that we've kind of talked about at this point.
Yeah.
Let's go on to number 11. I'm trying to think how in the world I'm going to get another one. Okay, on...
Oh, you're going to... I was going to take it.
I want to see what you come up with then. Thank you.
On the 11th day of Halloween, Shane gave to me a house up on a hill that's spooky. Wow. House on Haunted Hill.
They're getting pretty bad.
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, it's better than your first attempt. So, House on Haunted Hill. Now, this is a classic and a Halloween time staple for us here. I mean,
you're
at
watching
Talk
a
Culture.
movie literally dedicated to a haunted house.
And
There's
that
not
makes
a lot
sense.
to be said about it.
I mean,
it's spooky.
Oh, where do we start?
It's a contest. These people are invited to make it one night in this haunted house.
I mean, it's a haunted.
It's kind of a haunted house.
Yeah, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, without spoiling it. And of course, things don't go the way it's supposed to.
And we'll say they get trapped in there.
And it gets wild and rambunctious.
He looked at a dictionary for that word today.
I didn't. I really didn't. It was pure me.
All right, pure you. Okay. Anything else we want to say? Like,
no.
Because I feel like that's a tough one to really give a lot of info on.
Yeah. I don't want to go too far into it. House on Haunted Hill. I think there's a sequel. I've never seen it, so I'm not going to vouch for it. But watch it. It's a fun one.
I'm going to wait for part 2 to tell people about your vouches.
My vouches?
Your vouches.
Don't tell me about my vouches. Don't tell me about them.
I'll tell him. But I'm gonna tell you about number 12.
Please tell me in a lingo.
On the 12th day of October, Halloweener, DK gave to me. Oh boy,
Jack Torrance in a library.
Okay, so he doesn't end up in a library. No, he
Kinda.
definitely doesn't. But the movie is The Shining, an iconic classic. Okay? Yeah, he's definitely not in a library.
He's not in a library. It's like a little
Definitely
like
not.
office space
No.
thing. I don't know.
Do you love Stephen King?
Do you?
Do you enjoy his literature and his works of art?
Do you think he put out better stuff when he was on drugs?
That's probably a yes. Actually, probably guaranteed a yes.
Most people are going to agree.
Now, to go back to that first question I'm asking you today, you may like Stephen King's work of art, literature, all that stuff, but he hated this movie. And to that Stephen King, if you are watching, I'm sorry. I actually love this movie. That's too damn
Get
bad.
over your issue with Stanley Kubrick, bro. Just get over it. He did it pretty good.
I mean, they did a remake of this not too long after.
And it wasn't as good.
And it sucked. So you're going to watch The Shining with...
Jack Nicholson.
Thank you.
Wendy Duvall. Was that it, Wendy Duvall?
Whatever that kid's name is, I don't know, Danny in the movie, but watch The Shining.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
It.
Thank you.
We don't got to go into it.
Yeah.
Watch The Shining.
Just watch
It's
The
about
Shining.
a haunted hotel.
Ta-da! That's all you need to know. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's delightful. It's lighthearted.
It's not lighthearted. It's terrifying. There's a lot of creepiness in it.
Okay.
And it spawned a sequel that is very miss. So, there's that.
Don't watch Dr. Sleep.
Don't do it.
Go on to number 13, because this is your favorite. I put this on the list
I
for him.
have been waiting for this moment.
He really has.
Number 13 is 13 Ghosts.
I mean,
I love 13 Ghosts.
I'm
I love it.
50-50.
First of all, you got Tony Shalhoub. You got the monk
I'm
up in his house that he just got from his dead uncle.
no. I mean, it's a really cool house.
You got
It's a glass house.
what's his name from Scream?
Kinda
I
cool.
always screw it up because it's Matthew Lillard.
Yeah,
I
he
always
knew
screw
it.
it up because usually I end up saying what Matthew Shepard or something. I don't know why.
I don't know who Matthew Shepard is.
I get him and Dak Shepard mixed up somehow. It's like the David.
How do you know
Arquette,
Dak
Luke Wilson
Shepard
thing.
over other people?
I don't know. But anyways, Tony Shalhoub, a monk, gets his house from his uncle who passes away, and inside is this crazy mechanism that has the spirits of 13 ghosts trapped inside the basement.
All right, so where I will say this movie stands out and shines is I love the premise. I love the great idea. Now, there have been people online that I think have petitioned even that they do a Netflix series on each of the 13
Really?
ghosts.
That would be
I would be really
interesting.
into it because to me, this film, yes, it's one of those ones you should watch especially if you haven't. Check it out because there is like a kind of like a cult following for this, but I just think like breaking it down individually, getting a lot more backstory, even though they did some backstory, I think it's just going to
You
stand
want
out.
an
a bit
origin.
better.
I get it.
I want origins.
But 13 Ghosts as itself, when it came out, first of all, around the same time as like House on Haunted Hill. It was right in that weird like early 2000s era of horror movies. It's a fun movie. It's a fun watch. It's a little gory, not over the top. It's cool to learn about all the different ghosts. The biggest thing I feel in this movie was the art style and the masks and outfits that were created for the 13 Ghosts.
It's very original.
Whoever was on that team for creating the look for the 13 Ghosts, kudos, because you have villains in this movie that look better than like modern day villains.
Very true.
Like the makeup and stuff, out of this world.
I got you. So these last two that we're going to round
we didn't
out.
do a lingo. We didn't do the song for 13. Oh,
I let you take it away, and that's what you do. You don't do it justice.
Man.
These last two, I think we have to have them on the list because they basically made something new, or there's like some insane buzz about these. So let's go with this. On
You
the
take
fourth,
number 13. Oh wait,
no, you already did 13.
you take number 14. I'll take 15.
Just shut up.
That's what I meant to say.
On the 14th of Halloween, or in October,
really
DK gave to me. A lady crawling out of a well.
Yeah, I'm so mad at you because you literally could have said crawling out of a TV and it would have rhymed.
Shit.
The Ring.
Damn.
Oh my god, how did you not do that? Like, you went out of your way.
I literally thought of the well first, okay?
So, you got The Ring based off of a Japanese horror movie. I'm not going to screw up the name saying.
Ringu.
Is it Ringu?
Ringu. It could be something else, though.
This movie, I remember us watching this movie when we were like 13. I think we were like 13 when it came out. 12 or 13.
We were definitely like 11, 12, 13.
This movie was creepy as hell. Like,
the buzz was insane about it, too.
God, yeah, the buzz was insane. Like, if you didn't see The Ring, if you were like a teenager and you didn't see The Ring yet, like, you're a loser. You're not a loser, though. Let me just tell you.
We love you.
We love you.
See, I love you.
You're not a loser. I was a loser, but you're not a loser.
We're not losers, man. Anyways, so The Ring, now you're going to be sitting here watching this, be like, man, what the hell is a VHS tape, especially if you're a lot younger? But it's okay. It's fine. You might think it's dated, but it still holds up. It's really good.
It
okay?
is.
You know, I can't even say like the tagline of like what's so scary about it. Oh, there's a mysterious tape, and people just start dying after they watch it.
In roughly 6 to 7 business days.
If,
I don't think weekends counted.
If it's coming by mail, it might be a lot damn longer than that.
Amazon Prime didn't exist yet.
Very
it was
true.
7 days.
Very true. So definitely check this one out. Now, speaking of Prime and the internet and all these things not being around at this time when this movie came out, and this one is near and dear to DK's heart. Do you want to do like a, on the 15th day?
On the 15th day of Halloween, Shane gave to me very crazy internet marketing.
Absolutely right.
The Blair Witch Project.
I love it. That was so good.
What can I say?
A
lot of the people that are going to watch this video, especially the younger generation, it's younger than me and Shane here, so if you were born after the 90s, you might not remember it.
It's okay.
Because it's kind of close for us.
But it's okay. It's okay. We had to wait because we were a little young, but it's fine.
Blair Witch Project changed up the game for movie marketing.
I mean, movie marketing. This was like, what, the first found footage film?
Yeah, found footage wasn't really a thing yet.
No, and people thought this, we can edit it out, but they thought this was real. They thought it was real.
The people that made the Blair Witch Project marketed the movie whenever it came out as a real missing persons case. People thought that these people were sincerely missing in Maine. And then one day in a movie theater where they were advertising a completely different movie, boom, Blair Witch Project came out.
I'm pretty sure it was Maryland.
Yep, you're right.
Too many Stephen King movies lately.
I was thinking about Derry, Maine. Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, like, they really marketed this so well that people thought this was real.
No.
They were wondering where this person went.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Now, one of the things I will warn you, without knowing the backstory of how definitely look up how Blair Witch was marketed. Because I feel like that, when you watch it, gives the movie more, oof into it. Because it makes it that much more real. It drags a little bit at the beginning. I'm just going to let you know. You need to look into a little bit, look into the marketing, how they pulled this off. You understand why the movie is the way it is. Found footage was brand new at this time. This was the first that I know of found footage movie made in the horror film. It's not really scary. It's
suspenseful. It's suspenseful.
Scary. At the time, I remember the people saying that this movie was terrifying.
They're like, this is the scariest movie.
For times now, it's not. But people thought it was terrifying again because they thought it was real. But, again, go watch it. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. And if you are disappointed, I apologize sincerely, but I love the movie for what it is.
Sorry, I'm getting from our producer upstairs in the scaffolding.
Scaffolding?
They said we got to cut it off here, folks. We're going to have to start part 2 on the 16th day of Halloweener / October.
Who is this guy?
It's our producer. Don't tell anybody. He wants to remain anonymous. But I don't want you to remain anonymous anymore. And the way to not be anonymous is to like, share, subscribe, of course.
I see what you did there.
And make sure to ring the bell to be notified of other videos that we are dropping, but also of part 2 when this comes out, if you're watching this today or maybe down the road. Make sure to check out all the merch that we have out there for you on Teespring if you want to get some cool swag, some cool threads for the holiday season coming up.
We got some hoodies, some new hoodies for wearing when you're going through those chilly haunted houses this October.
Exactly.
We want this Halloween of 2020 to make up for all the terrible...
Are you ready?
What are you doing?
As always, thank you so much for supporting
Talk Culture.